All right, we're going to blast through 10 rules to successfully run and earn the deal conversation with a client. These are the 10 rules you should live by. You should print them out, plaster them on your wall, repeat them to yourself in the morning. Number one, you have to sell yourself before you sell anyone else. If you do not believe in what you are selling or offering, you're never going to close the deal, right? So if you're in there like, oh yeah, I mean, I guess we could help and maybe this would be cool. No, you're not going to close the deal, okay? The other thing I have on, don't talk about it, be about it. If you're trying to sell a client on doing more social media content and you don't have social media content, it's a lot harder. Why aren't you doing this to grow your business if you think it's so amazing? So don't talk about it, be about it. If you don't have a video business card, you're trying to sell clients VBCs, get one made for yourself. Help a friend who has a company get one done for free just to figure out your systems, get it done, get it dialed in. Now you have a product to show the next person. Charge them $500 to $1,000 if you're brand new, $1,000 to $2,000 if you're more experienced. Crush that one, make it amazing, double your price again. Within 5 VBCs, my rates were up to like $4,000 or $5,000 per video business card. I just focused on each one I did and made sure to crush it with those clients. Secondly, sales conversations are an exchange of energy, beliefs, emotion, and logic. If you don't believe, you'll have no ability to transfer that energy. It doesn't need case studies or anything else for proof. It is more about believing in your ability to figure it out and believing in yourself and convincing the client, look, you're making the right deal by hiring me. My guarantee is you're not going to find someone who's more dedicated to help you achieve what you're trying to do than me. That is exchanging the energy in the right way. That's going to give that client the confidence to say yes and know that they're making the right decision. 3, sales is not a game. It's meeting people heart to heart. In your conversation, be a freaking human. They're struggling with things. If you're just going in being like, okay, I got this one video in my mind. I got to say this, I got to sell them on this. And then I'm just going to spit out a price and they're going to say yes. You're going to lose the deal. Tricks and gimmicks do not work. Like, it's a conversation. It's not a pitch. You are there to help uncover what they are struggling with and help them figure out the best way to reach their goals. Number 4, release your attachment to getting a yes. We're not always closing, okay? You want to be more like a doctor. Most amateur salespeople, they're prescribing what the client needs without ever asking the questions. They just end up showing all this past work, talking about all these projects that they've done, the gear that they use, the way they color grade. Like, clients do not care. They care because they have a problem and they want you to solve that problem, okay? If you're attached to the yes, you're going to be talking way too much about your offer. You're going to be pushy. Prospects are going to have a negative reaction. You want to use the 80-20 rule when it comes to sales conversations. That means 80% of the time, you shut the fuck up. Let them talk, listen, understand what is going on in their business, and ask logical, intelligent follow-up questions. Number 5, understand the value equation. 98% of people aren't going to be ready to invest. So we want to reveal the cost of not investing in your service. This is what I was going through earlier. If you're unable to get a client to realize where they're currently at, there's no point to advance further and present your offer. So this is how we determine the seriousness of the situation. Perfect example. I had a client call me. They said, hey, I got a video guy. He does a pretty good job, but I'm thinking about making some changes. Could you do anything about that? And I'm like, well, are you asking if I could do anything for the same price or if I could help you solve that problem? If you're looking for us to take that on, I know we can do the work, but I can't say it's going to be within that same price point for that much content each and every month. So it's like, well, what would that cost? I'm like, well, if you're not really struggling with that and you're not looking to hire someone for more, does it matter for us to discuss right now? I'd rather wait for you to be at a point where you're ready to take that next step and work with a more legitimate partner. Another example, going back to just understanding how much profit someone makes on a unit. Right? Okay. So you got 30% profit margins, which is about $500. So for this $5,000 video to make sense, you'd have to move 10 units. Is that right? Do you not think we can move 10 units in the next couple months to make this make sense? And then it's in place for the next couple of years. That's understanding the value equation and being able to use it with your client. Moving on, you're selling a feeling, not a product or service. People invest in a future feeling. People buy due to emotion and justify with logic. So we need to understand why they are investing in this. We need to future pace our meeting. We need our clients to understand, hey, let's say we meet 12 months from now. What does it look like? What does success look like to you? We absolutely crushed it. We're popping bottles in the club. And what does that success look like to you? I got 10 million followers. Whoa. I don't know if I can do that with $1,000 budget each month, but understanding where they're at, we can start to lean into that. Look, this is how we can get you more followers, get you on your path to 10 million people. Okay. Next, keep your ego in check. You can destroy your chances by negatively judging your project or yourself. If a prospect senses judgment, their barriers are going to rise up. So you have to empathize with people. Don't judge them. Maybe their social media looks like shit. Don't go in there being like, your social media looks like shit. I can help you. No, ask questions so that you can understand what's been going on with their social media. Like when people started messaging me early on, like, hey, I can help you grow your social. I don't need that. It's not a focus of mine. It's not where most of my business comes from. The other thing is a client not having enough money is always bullshit. People find the money when their pain is great enough. Okay. It's why you see people investing in coaching. It's why you see people working with people like Tony Robbins, right? People will find the money when they have enough pain and they believe that you can help them reach their goals. Next, you and your prospect are in the meeting for different reasons. Your goal is to sell a package, right? Their goal is to grow their company, make things happen. So understand what those reasons are. Sales conversations are a sacred moment in time. Don't be so busy that you're multitasking when you're trying to talk to someone. Set a time when you can be free to really go deep with your client. Conduct it in an appropriate place. Look appropriate. And you can always send your client some homework. And number 10, silence is a superpower. After you ask anything, you shut up. Never speak over your prospect and just fight the urge to fill that silence with rambling. And use silence to gather your thoughts, ask more relevant questions. It's going to help you stay in control of the meeting. Cool, guys. Well, I hope you found this valuable. If you guys have other questions or you are watching the replay in the Facebook group, just hashtag replay and be sure to tag me so I can answer your questions. The more information you send me, the better. I highly recommend Looms as well, just because you could like pull up a client's website, walk me through what they're doing, what you're thinking, all that fun stuff. So if you guys have nothing else, great live session. Critics are claiming probably the biggest live stream of all time. You know, it's going to set some records and break that. So keep pitching those clients high, watching them buy, keep investing in yourselves. And let's just keep making moves, baby. There's too much opportunity out there. So I will catch you guys next week.